Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for February 19th. We're going to take a look at the US-Japanese yen pair first. This particular pair moved higher today. The bias is to the upside, and it is moving higher. Now, we are expecting this pair to move as high as 95.27 and as low as 92.23. Look for some resistance around 94.61. Look for support around 93.53. That about does it for that particular pair. Looking at the Euro-USD pair, this pair, we're expecting it to move as high as 1.2890 and as low as 1.2392. Now look for some resistance around 127.19. Look for support around 125.81. Now this particular pair formed a swing trade today at the close of today. So basically draw your trend line from this session's high to this session's high. You'll want to look to enter. Basically we're looking to buy at 127.40. Looking to exit this particular trade at 128.00. That's potentially 60 pips worth of profit for that particular trade. And that's the main thing that I'm looking for during this next session. Now switching to the pound US dollar pair, this particular pair, we're expecting it to move as high as 146.06 and as low as 139.98. We are looking for some resistance around 143.92, and we're looking for support at 142.07. This pair moved much higher today. This pair has been moving sideways all week. I believe it will continue to do so into tomorrow's session. Looking at the US Swiss, this particular pair pulled back pretty hard today, forming an inside bar. Not looking to trade this particular inside bar, but I definitely thought it was worth noting. Now we are expecting this pair to move as high as 118.98 and as low as 116.03. Look for some resistance around 118.00. Look for support around 11700. This pair is moving sideways. Did close down today, but the bias is still sideways. Now, we had a few trades that we were looking at yesterday, one of which was triggered, one of which was not. We did have an inside bar that we're looking at on the US-Canadian dollar pair, and that particular pair did not have a trade that was hit. The Euro-Australian dollar pair, this particular pair had an inside bar. The market did move low enough to get us into it. Unfortunately, it did pull back to stop us out of that particular trade. Well, that about does it for today as far as the charts go. We do have the pound releasing their retail sales tomorrow for January. That's being released at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on this one is that the retail sales have dropped from 1.6% down to negative 0.1%, which would be negative news for the pound. We also have the year-to-date figures coming out tomorrow for the retail sales, and they're showing a drop from 4% down to 2.1%. So a pretty large drop there year-to-date. I do anticipate this affecting the pound negatively tomorrow if those numbers are accurate. We also have the Canadian dollar releasing their CPI report for January. That's being released at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on this is that it has increased from negative 0.7% to negative 0.2%, and that year-to-date it's holding at 1.2%. The U.S. dollar has their CPI report being released for January at 8:30 a.m. Consensus is that for the month of January, things have improved from negative 0.7% up to 0.3%. However, year-to-date, they're showing that we should have a loss of 0.1% down to negative 0.1%. Not a huge drop there. but still could affect the dollar negatively. Although a negative CPI isn't necessarily all that bad for the dollar overall. If the news comes out dramatically higher than negative 0.1%, we could see it affect the dollar. Otherwise, most likely it will not. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.